Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the Spartan Toy Hunter, and this is the next project. We have ourselves a G.I. Joe and Marvel Legends kit bashing. We have our two figures here, the retro G.I. Joe Classified Duke, and we have the movie updated version of the Wolverine that just recently came out. So when I found both of these, I always thought to myself, it would be really cool if we can get some military pants onto Wolverine so that we can replicate the scene when he was in the village. And haven't done it yet, so you're going to be on this journey with me to see what we can do. So let's go ahead and boil some water. Let's put their legs in and let's find out what are we dealing with. What can come apart? And let's see what obstacles we come across. Alright, and we're back. Boiled and separated the legs. The good news is that Wolverine's leg at the hip can actually pop off of the socket there very easily when heated. Depending on the style you want to use, you can also use a hairdryer. I just prefer the boiling. I feel like it gets in there and softens a lot more efficiently. Hairdryer, you gotta sit there, you gotta hit it from different angles, and with the water I could just soak it in, let it soften, and it releases quickly. So one thing that I did notice is that the sockets for both of them, let me see if I can get a little closer here. There we go. Yeah, Wolverine's is bigger than Duke's, so that may cause a problem here. So I'm going to see if I can find you guys a solution. Okay, so weighing my options of what I can do. I can probably sand down the sockets for Wolverine's, but I think that might take a long time, and it's in a certain angle of roundness that may take a long time to sand down. I'm sure there's some sandpaper that can do the trick. I don't have it on me right now. So another option that I had was I do have a Dremel, and I think I can make this piece and the socket bigger so that it can actually fit here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that and we'll see how it does. Alright, so I did get my Dremel. The piece that I used to get in there was this round tip. Now it has a little sanding here. It's not as it's not going to dig into the plastic crazily, so it's kind of going to sand it down gently. So what I did was I put it in there, I turned it on, and I started swaying, going in circular motions round and round, and kind of did it a couple times, shut it off, cleaned it off, and just went back in there. Now I do recommend that you make sure that you dry this before you start dremeling. You don't want it to get too wet. The drier it is, I think the more effective it will be to clear out a little bit more space. So I'm going to go ahead. I did do this side here. So at the end of the video, I plan to show you how I did that. A brief kind of clip on that. So with both of them ready to go, I'm going to reheat them and I'm going to put them onto the Wolverine. Let's check it out. So I applied the heat, I put them in. I had to sand one of them down just a little bit. It felt like it was popping off a little too easily. So I sanded it down a little bit more inside the socket. And for the most part, I think it works very well. So the color, of course, is not there, but I think I could probably, if I get the nerve, I'll probably try to paint this and just show you what it might look like. I feel like the belt buckle might set it apart from any other figure, so that might be a good thing. So I also want to try out, I'm going to be taking a big chance here, so I'm going to take the diaper and I'm going to check to see if it's going to work on this Wolverine. I wanted to give you the size comparison before we put them on. So this is going to be kind of a tight fit because they're almost identical in size. Not much bigger, but it is possibly going to be a little bit of a stretch. Let me give you a side view there. So it's almost the same size. So I'm going to try it out. So let's heat and see the end result. So here it is. This is me putting on the diaper on the Wolverine. And I think you could probably see that from the front it passes, but you can see how stretched out it is. And it kind of works, but when you turn to the side, this is where it gets bad. Now it looks like he soiled his diaper, and that's just not a good look right there. So yeah, so this was kind of a fail when it came to putting this on here. So I do not recommend putting the diaper on here. If you do, you're probably going to need to really sand down the Wolverine diaper area and really go down as deep as you possibly can, but that doesn't even guarantee you to fix the situation. So yeah, this doesn't look very good. But so it looks like my other option is just to paint the diaper area green. Now I'm not sure if I have a green, but I'm gonna look around and we'll try to see if we can apply some paint and see what it looks like. Alright, so for the first time in this channel's history, you see a painted part that I said that I would paint, and now it's here. So I think it's a little off. It's not quite as green, so I may end up painting the pants the same color. So I really like the way it looks. It took a little tough time because I had to paint the belt buckles and avoid the black, but I kept the gold, so it's still there. Okay, all right, and let me go ahead and get the paint that I used. So the one that I used was the Model Color, and this one is the US Dark Green. So that was my color of choice to paint right here. So I'm going to probably continue painting. I may or may not. So depending on how much time we have in the video here. So, and there we go. Tell me what you guys think of it. I think I like it. Now I know this has a lot of the jeans, kind of the texture is a little strong here, but you know, I think it's a good you know, trade to be able to actually have this Kitbash work. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get something else that I think might make this figure even better. So now I have the Walgreens exclusive Century trigger hands. Why he had them, I don't know, but I'm kind of grateful because I grabbed a whole bunch of them when they were on sale for $7.99 about a year ago. And I'm hoping that they go back on sale because I would really love to go back and grab some more. These trigger hands are really cool. So especially if I'm going to be using this on the Marvel Legends, I'd like to keep it the same because I've tried to use, let me show you what it looks like. So there's a trigger hand from Duke here, and here let's use this hand from, yep, it's too loose. Now I could, if I wanted to, put some glue there, some hot glue, make it a little bit thicker so that I can actually pop it in. That might work, but since I already have these, let me put them on for you and show you what they look like. There it is. Nice, firm, beautiful trigger hands. I'm going to put the other one, and I'm going to have him hold a weapon. So this is the Duke gun that came with him, and it's pretty nice. I mean, this looks like a World War II type style gun here that I think could be really cool. It is a little loose on the grip. You can probably see it. Well, little shaky, a little loose in the grip there. So I'm going to take another gun. This is from the Scarlet. This is the one that I think could really fit very well because of that flashback that he had in Vietnam. So this is a really good one. If I wanted to, I don't think they have that scope, so if I just chop that off, and it'll work like a pretty good M16. Decided to borrow this from Rock and Roll. Now this one looks really cool. If I were to have a Sylvester Stallone head, this I think could be beautiful. I think this could be a great Kitbash. Put a little poncho on him and he's got himself a really good, this could be a really good Rambo. There we go, look at that. This is a pretty aggressive in war Wolverine. I like it. Let me get a little close up for you. Put a little light. So this is from 2 years ago. This one is the new one. So the paints are extremely improved on. I definitely like this one. This one I would actually have to repaint it to actually make it look anywhere good as this. Skin is much too pale. This one is tanned, flesh colored. And yeah. So last thing before I finish up, I wanted to show you what he looked like holding a pistol. So there it is right there. All right. So thank you for joining me tonight. So if you guys, please comment down below. Tell me what you thought about it. Share some ideas that you may have mustered up throughout this video. And please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. I have a lot more videos in my channel, so please take a look at them if you like. Please share. And please stick around for the Dremeling demo to kind of show you how to do that, to kind of go in there and make a little bit more room. All right. And I'll see you guys at the next project. Welcome to the process section of the video. We have the Dremel, we have the legs taken off, and we're going to start to like dig out a little bit more plastic so that it can fit into those sockets of Wolverine. Let's get a close-up look and get the Dremel in place. So here's the close-up. So we're going to go, when you do start this, you want to make sure you go inside first, turn the Dremel on, and then go round and round like so. When you are done, shut it off and then take it out. You don't want to make a bigger opening on the inside here. You want to make sure that it stays tight so when you loosens it up, it holds it nice and firm. Now, let's do that to the other side. Little dusting. So that's what I did to make those plugs bigger. So we're going to go ahead and put those back on. So after heating it and putting it back together, works just great. Goes all the way up, down, goes all the way out to the side, comes back down. Same thing on the other side. Took a couple tries, but yeah, it's holding very well. So thank you for joining me at this portion of the video, the process portion, and I hope to see you guys at the next project. Have a great day, have a sweet night, and take care.